Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Commissioners of the Village of Forest Park's regular meeting of the Village Council will come to order. This is our Monday, April 22nd, 2024 meeting. We begin with the Pledge of Allegiance. If you are able, please rise. The United States of America, to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Ready? Commissioner Maxim? Here. Commissioner Nero?
Here.
Commissioner Mallory-Goben? Here. Commissioner Vogt? Here. Mayor Hoskins?
Here. Okay, approval of minutes. Is there a motion to approve the minutes from the regular meeting on April 6th?
I'll make the motion.
Thank you. It's been moved by Commissioner Maxim. Is there a second?
Nero.
Second by Nero. Discussion? Okay, there's no discussion now. Clerk.
Commissioner Maxim? Aye. Commissioner Nero?
Aye.
Commissioner Mallory-Goben? Aye. Commissioner Vogt? Aye. Mayor Hoskins?
Aye. Okay, Commissioners, we're at public comment. Madam Clerk, you say we have a few individuals signed up to speak.
Yes, we do, Mayor. The first is Elizabeth Timmons.
I'm here because of the billboard, and I am just wanting to present the argument that many residents are against the billboard being put up. Today is Earth Day. One of the big arguments would be like pollution that's going to come from the electronic billboard that'll be there. And I just wanted to say, and I'm against. I talked to some of my neighbors who they could not join us tonight, and they agreed as well. So.
Thank you.
Kara Tyler.
Hello, Commissioners and Mayor Hoskins. Is this on? It is? Okay, great. My name is Kara Tyler. Last week I attended my first Neighborhood Watch meeting. I found it informative, but primarily intended to ask this question. In light of fireworks season approaching, I'd like some clarity around the fireworks display around 2:15 p.m. on Friday, April 5th. My understanding is these were professional grade, not permitted, not insured, not inspected by the fire chief, and with no notice to the community. How is this allowed? And what have the repercussions of this incident been? Officer Connor commented that it was a good question, and he was also in town and was surprised by what he heard. So much so that he and his partner quickly moved to put on their bulletproof vests, as he believed he heard gunfire on displays and was going to get in their car to head out. For some reason, they didn't go, and this is part of the reason I'm here today. As a proud Forest Park resident, I have found great community here. I have found purpose on the D91 school board and as a former Girl Scout leader, among other things. I share this background because I'm loath to interfere in another government body's business. I don't want to be here, but I believe this is an issue that is being wished away, and I think it's important that we uphold the shared values of the town we live in. If it's good for all, it's good for one. On this issue, though, I have many concerns that I would like to have considered. I spoke to Jackie Ivanelli in the evening of April 5th, when she graciously returned my phone call. We talked candidly, and she explained that the Park District had no notice of the fireworks display until it was, quote, too late. I talked to her, I listened to her, and while I understand the surprise element being concerning, to not know is not really an adequate excuse to not take responsibility for something that happened on park ground or offer a sincere public apology. I'm sure you all have heard that not only were our neighbors immediately adjacent to the park afraid, there were also children and staff in Field Stevenson in the middle school a block away who were also frightened, some beginning to go into the start of an active shooter drill. My sense is that the party who shot off the fireworks meant no harm, and there are plenty of people who have told myself and others concerned about this that we should, quote, drop it. Wasn't a big deal. To that I say, it's not for me to judge whether the occasion warranted a fireworks display, but rather, since it was done, accountability should be levied. Few questions. When were the fireworks set up? The park district has cameras. Has that footage been examined? Were rangers working that day? Considering that multiple codes were violated, who will be held accountable? The park? The party who set off the fireworks? Someone else? Were law enforcement informed about the fireworks? How can we ensure that our 4th of July fireworks are handled with the care and consideration we all deserve? When a party set off fireworks at the American Legion last June on the corner of Circle and Adams, police arrived to the scene and the employee was fined since it happened on their property. Is that an option for the park district? In bringing my concerns to light, my goal is to share and also let the council know that though you may not have heard from many people on this issue, residents were affected and are still concerned and upset. I appreciate you listening and want to make it clear that this is about the action, not at all about the celebrant. I'll share this via email so you may follow up with us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bernadette McLean. Is the light up? Just trying to get my notes.
The reason I'm here, I think as many of us are, is because of the proposed billboard. We received notice of public hearing a couple days before the public hearing. We're not aware that it was even being considered. So, we're very distressed about the possibility of this going up in our neighborhood. I'm a realtor. This impacts our property values. It's not a question of whether it would. It does. It's just a fact. Nobody wants to be near one. And the fact that it has zero benefit to the community financially is just, I don't even know why it's on the table. So I'd like to know more about how we appeal this so it doesn't go any further. I'd like to know more about the process and hear about that more specifically. So if somebody could answer that question, I'd appreciate it.
Bernadette, you can follow up offline with our village administrator.
Okay.
She'll answer your questions.
Okay, thank you.
Jessica Brecker.
Good evening. I just wanted to talk also about the billboard and my opposition to it. Basically, I feel like it just kind of makes a neighborhood look junky, for lack of a better term. I think that we're trying to attract quality businesses and tenants and people who, you know, are willing to pay the taxes that we pay here in Forest Park. And visual appeal is big, and being able to sleep well at night, not have something flashing and trying to sell you something is very important to me and a lot of people's family values in the neighborhood from who I've talked to. Thank you.
Thank you.
Jerry Santora.
Good evening. I am also here to voice my opposition to the proposed billboard. I sent most of the people, most of the commissioners, the mayor, a letter last Friday by email. I'm hoping you've had the chance to read it. There were a number of sources there for articles and data that backed up the fact that this billboard, under any circumstances, and as we learned at the last zoning meeting, there is absolutely no financial gain for the town. Why this would even be considered, why it even got this far, I'm trying to fathom how it got to this point, because of the fact that there is literally no revenue coming in. So I hope that you'll read those articles and understand some of the arguments there. One of the most important ones to me is the idea that billboards are one of the only forms of advertising that you have absolutely no control over. You can't turn it off. You know, whatever they decide to put up on those billboards, you're going to see. Your children are going to see them. And that's pretty distressing, especially seeing some of the ads that have been on the billboards in our area in the last couple of years. So I hope you'll take this to heart and you'll seriously consider the impact that it'll have on our community. A number of people have already talked about property values, but there's a long host of issues that are going to contribute to the degradation of our community if we allow yet another billboard. We already have a number. We've already started to define our town, the character of our town, the architectural structure of our town by these billboards. Oak Park doesn't have any for a reason. They won't allow them. We should do the same thing. So thank you.
Thank you.
Steve Brummel.
Thank you for the time. I'm here to talk about the billboards again. I'll keep it brief. I think I have most of my block here. We all became aware of the billboards before the last planning committee meeting. I was not able to attend the meeting, but I reviewed the documents that were put forth in support of this. And I just had a couple of items to consider. One, we have zoning ordinances for a reason, to preserve the town the way we want it. We already have some billboards up. This one, they're asking for clearance to do something that would not normally be allowed. The thing is also going to be an LED billboard, so anybody who lives on Harrison Street is going to have a nice little light show every night. So those are impacts, right? The CTA, we're not, as I understand it, we're not getting anything from this. And I know we want to be a good neighbor to the CTA, but I would think they would want to be a good neighbor to us. So that would mean offering some consideration, whether that's revenue or just, you know, some sort of a quid pro quo where they took better care of the Blue Line station or the Blue Line trains. I ride those things 3 times a week. Anybody who's ever been there knows that it's not the most pleasant experience in the world. And these are old issues. But I don't know why we would even consider helping the CTA out, because I know they need revenue. That's probably why they're doing this, without at least sharing some of the benefits with the town that's giving them permission to do it. So whatever y'all decide, I understand. But we should, if we're gonna do it, and I don't think we should, but if we're going to, we should at least get something out of it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Steve.
That's it.
Okay, Commissioners, there are, let's see, in the public comment, there are no formal communications before us this evening. In your packet, you have one department report. It's from the fire department. If anyone wants to make any remarks in terms of the report, welcome to that.
I just want to thank our chief and the fire department. They've been working really hard, as they always do, but actually had to do a lot of firefighting, which, you know, it sounds kind of ironic that a fire department, you know, spends most of their time doing stuff that isn't firefighting. But we've had a number of different fires that they responded to, and a few in town over the, you know, past month or two. So I just want to say good job. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. Okay, Commissioner, we're at bills by resolution. Madam Clerk, whenever you're ready.
Be it resolved by the Council of the Village of Forest Park, Cook County, Illinois, that we dispense with the reading of the individual bills as much as each department head has approved and signed bills in the following aggregate amount for their respective departments. Refunds and allocations, $9,732.67. Public Affairs, $18,940.24. Police Department, $1,116.43. Community Center, $5,311.58. Council Finance Clerk's Office, $202,265.01. Council Finance Fire Department, $6,474.90. Department of Health and Safety, $20,146.46. Streets and Public Improvements, $9,348.51. Public Property, $44,068.75. Federal Customs, $17,493.69. VIP, $5,095.92. Water Department, $151,980.10. For a total of $491,974.26.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Commissioners, is there a motion to adopt the resolution of the bills?
I will make the motion.
Thank you. It's been moved by Commissioner Maxim. Is there a second? Nero, second. It's been seconded by Commissioner Nero. Madam Clerk.
Commissioner Maxim.
Aye.
Commissioner Nero.
Aye.
Commissioner Malabar Govin.
Aye.
Commissioner Vogt.
Aye.
Mayor Hoskins.
Aye.
This is resolution R 32 24.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Commissioners, there's no unfinished business in front of us tonight. We're in business. First item is a resolution rejecting all bids submitted for the Madison Street revitalization project. Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Thank you. It's been moved by Commissioner Bell. Is there a second?
I'll second.
It's been seconded by Commissioner Bolt. Discussion?
To be clear, this is, because we received one bid that didn't meet our needs. So just to be clear, that's what we're doing.
Thank you, Commissioner. Madam Clerk.
Commissioner Maxim. Aye. Commissioner Nero. Commissioner Mellon-Rogovan. Aye. Commissioner Vogt. Mayor Hoskins.
Aye.
This is resolution R 33 24.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Commissioners, next item is a resolution approving and authorizing the execution of the ACH positive pay agreement. Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Thank you. It's been moved by Commissioner Maxim. Is there a second?
Nero second.
It's been seconded by Commissioner Nero. Discussion? Okay, there's no discussion. Madam Clerk.
Commissioner Maxim.
Aye.
Commissioner Nero.
Aye.
Commissioner Mellon-Rogovan. Aye. Commissioner Vogt. Aye. Mayor Hoskins.
Aye.
This is resolution R 34 24.
Okay, next item, the chair will entertain a motion to ratify the mayor's signature on the telephone maintenance and on various telephone maintenance and landscape agreements. Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Thank you. It's been moved by Commissioner Maxim. Is there a second?
I'll second.
It's been seconded by Commissioner Bolt. Discussion? Okay, there's no discussion. Madam Clerk.
Commissioner Maxim.
Aye.
Commissioner Nero.
Aye.
Commissioner Mellon-Rogovan. Aye. Commissioner Vogt. Aye. Mayor Hoskins.
Aye. Commissioners, next item, the chair is asking for a motion to approve the street closure request in front of Betsy Ross School. Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Thank you. It's been moved by Commissioner Mellon-Rogovan. Is there a second?
I'll second.
It's been seconded by Commissioner Vogt. Discussion? Okay, there's no discussion. Madam Clerk.
Commissioner Maxim.
Aye.
Commissioner Nero.
Aye.
Commissioner Mellon-Rogovan. Aye. Commissioner Vogt. Aye. Mayor Hoskins.
Aye. Commissioners, next item, seeking approval of a motion for the use of the Grove. This is a request from the Forest Park Public Library. Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Thank you. It's been moved by Commissioner Vogt. Is there a second?
I'll second.
It's been seconded by Commissioner Mellon-Rogovan. Discussion? Okay, there's no discussion. Madam Clerk.
Commissioner Maxim.
Aye.
Commissioner Nero. Commissioner Mellon-Rogovan. Aye. Commissioner Vogt. Aye. Mayor Hoskins.
Aye. Okay, Commissioner, the final item under new business is approval, a motion to approve a proclamation for National Public Works Week. Is there a motion?
Make the motion.
It's been moved by Commissioner Mellon-Rogovan. Is there a second?
I'll make.
It's been seconded by Commissioner Vogt. No debate. Any discussion?
National Public Works Week is the best week. Want to celebrate our public works professionals. It's coming up the last week in May, and it's a time to recognize the outstanding contributions of our public works professionals in not only Forest Park, but every village and town. And we ask the villages that all of us join in to thank the folks that make our village safe, clean, and accessible all year long.
Thank you, Commissioner. Anything further?
I concur.
You concur. Madam Clerk.
Commissioner Maxim.
Aye.
Commissioner Nero. Commissioner Mellon-Rogovan. Aye. Commissioner Vogt.
Aye.
Mayor Hoskins.
Aye. Okay, Commissioners, that concludes our new business for this evening. We are at Administrator's Report.
I actually have a couple of things. I just want to clarify for those listening to this meeting that the council tonight, in a rare move, rejected a bid. For those of you wondering, we are still going to look into the Madison Street project. We're going to try to separate those out and we'll be coming in front of the council again with those recommendations. We want to just give everybody a reminder that vehicle stickers were due on April 1st. You have until May 1st to purchase your vehicle sticker at the current rate. Starting May 1st, the vehicle stickers will double to $70. So get yours now in the next couple days if you haven't already at the lower rate of $35. And then lastly, I just want to remind everybody that as the weather starts to warm up, you're going to see more kids out on the street. You're going to see more families. You're going to see people walking. It's also going to, you're going to see more construction going on. So just please be careful as you're traveling through town, whether you're doing so on bike, foot, or via your car. It'll be great to have more action in town, but it also means that there's going to be more people out, and just want to make sure everybody is careful. Thank you.
Thank you, Administrator. Okay, we're at Commissioners' reports. Commissioner Maxon.
Yeah, I just have a few things. No, it's not my department, Mayor. I'm not stepping on toes, but I want to congratulate the police department who swore in 4 new officers and had a promotion last week, which is a pretty big deal. Want to thank the chamber for the, I didn't make it to the wine walk, but I heard that it was a really beautiful event and they do a lot of work. So that's amazing. The Arts Alliance had 2 really great events over the weekend. And interest of full disclosure, I am a board member of the Arts Alliance, but I'm still going to talk about it anyway. There was the 48-hour film fest, which was fantastic. One of our commissioners had a piece in the festival, which was a really, really great event. And then we had Shakespeare's birthday celebration at Piacere Mio, and a lot of really great events coming up through the Arts Alliance. And then just prior to this meeting, some of you were here, we had an amazing budget workshop meeting. And I want to thank our village administrator again for changing the process this year and not having just one kind of static meeting where we all sit around and department heads read, their, sort of line items and what they want to spend money on. This was really interactive with a lot of great ideas, really open, honest discussion, which I think is really important to have. So I thought it was fabulous. It was really exciting. And I was really happy that so many people came out to watch it. I think it's the first time we've had more than maybe 2 people in the audience other than the newspaper. So it was really great to see that. And that's all I have for tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Maxon. Commissioner Nero.
Well, words on the street, you know how to run a good meeting, Rachel, huh? I'll second that. I think you've done a great job. Although I didn't attend the meeting to budget workshop tonight, I was at the first one. And I think your ability to change the face of that and turn it into a positive has been great. It's been great for all of us here in Village Hall, elected officials, and for the village in general. So great job with that. Just kind of going back a little bit, I wanted to give a shout out to a business in town here, Roberts West Side. And the reason I'm doing that is because this is a celebration of the process here in town. That particular business came on. There's a lot of public comment, issues and concerns, and all I have heard was it has been positive. And I think that's indicative of what good people can do when you're running a good business in town. I've been there myself. Loads of people having a good time, drawing from all the surrounding communities, all from where I stand without incident. Again, I live on Circle Avenue, and I remember very vividly as long the length of time that structure has sat vacant, and also when there was troublesome. And so it's very refreshing to be where I sit and see a nice business come into town, and the process that they went through to get to where they're at, to make sure that it fit the Village Forest Park. And secondly, I had an opportunity to go walk through what's going to be the new Babs Comedy Club on Madison, and things are progressing nicely there. And that's going to be a nice new addition as far as the arts are concerned. Let's face it, we all could use a laugh once in a while. The structure has been completely revamped, and they're doing a great job. They're working real hard over there, and hopefully we'll be opening soon. So, end the report, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Nero. Commissioner Bellwood.
Great. Well, I just wanted to report briefly, I joined the mayor and Commissioner Vogt on a recent trip to Springfield last week. I did mention on Facebook where I reported that we saw Speaker Welch and met with him, Senate Majority Leader, Kimberly Lightford, Representative LaShawn Ford, and we did have a quick meeting with, Camille Lilly, Representative Camille Lilly. These were very productive, conversations and meetings we had where we as a team followed up on, commitments and funding that has already come through from the state in previous requests for village needs, and then the mayor and the two of us also talked about infrastructure needs and other requests that the village has in this year and going forward. And it was a good experience as someone who has not done this yet. As a commissioner, I appreciated having two very experienced teammates taking me around Springfield, and I did not get lost in the capital, so I was very happy about that. But it was a great experience. We had a long day, and it was very productive. And we also got to network with a number of Proviso Township local leaders as well. So it was a wonderful experience. And we were talking about $4 million worth of requests that had already been placed and committed for the village, and then additional requests that we wanted to make on our behalf. So it was really rewarding. I also worked with Director Delusky, Tish, and others to write and submit a grant to Cook County for services that the community center provides through the food pantry, and wraparound services for people in need of food and guidance. This was a opportunity that was presented to us. The mayor had a conversation with our first district commissioner through the Cook County board, and it was an opportunity that we submitted last week that we'll be hearing more about. So that was a very rewarding experience. And then had a great traffic and safety planning meeting with Administrator Etler, and have been working on our Juneteenth planning with our Juneteenth planning committee, and going to meetings with the library, the village of Westchester, the village of Broadview, and other groups in town who are going to be coordinating with us about Juneteenth activities all through the month of June. So, thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Mellon McGovern. Commissioner Bolt.
Yeah, so as a freelancer, when I'm working, I'm usually working and I can't take days off. So I was very thrilled to be able to replace myself at the last minute and join the mayor, Commissioner Mellon McGovern in Springfield this past Wednesday. Meeting with, the speakers and a majority leader and others was, it felt really productive. I don't know if we've had as good a meeting down there since maybe the first time we went. Like there were really, they felt like really good conversations, and they were hearing our needs and our neighboring communities' needs. And so I hope we see a lot of good come from that. We definitely highlighted our water reservoir issues on Jackson under the community center, and our aging infrastructure, like our Laking Fire Department. So it was a great opportunity to sit down face to face with our representatives and let them know what's going on here in Forest Park. They can't be everywhere, and they rely on their local officials here to on the ground to keep them current on the issues and needs of their district. So I appreciate their time and your time and joining us down there. This Friday is Arbor Day. It might rain, so bring your umbrella, but we're planting our Arbor Day tree with the Park District at Rieger Park this year. So join us at 3:30. We'll have a brief ceremony with some Park District day campers, and any officials who would like to join us as we celebrate our urban forests and their proper care and maintenance. We will have information on trees, tree care, access to our tree survey if no one's looked at that yet. And we'll also let you know how you can request a tree for your parkway. And then the next day on Saturday, again, hopefully no rain, is our spring cleanup event. So we encourage everyone to register. A link to that is on the village website. And that helps us get sort of a proper head count. And then it also gets us your contact information. So it looks like there might be rain. If we have to cancel or postpone, it's the easiest way to let y'all know that we will be changing the date. So I encourage everyone to sign up and join us. We had a wonderful time at the 48-hour film challenge gala. And I wanted to thank Lynn Baerback with the Arts Alliance for her work organizing the event, and Ian Pfaff and Dan Marcus for bringing the idea to the Arts Alliance and their technical support. And so for the past 2 years, we've seen a lot of young people participating, and I really love that. I hear a lot from the community that folks are looking for ways for kids to, you know, get more engaged, especially in that age group of like that 11 to 18. So it's really fun to see them being creative and being a part of the community and being able to sort of showcase that and share that with us. So it was a really lovely event, and I appreciate everything the Arts Alliance does for Forest Park and their hard work. And then lastly, to anyone who celebrates, I want to wish a happy Passover. May we all know and share peace during this time of reflection and renewal.
Thank you, Commissioner Bowman. I'm going to echo what my colleagues have said. Our trip to Springfield, I think, was very productive. Just to be clear, this past trip was the lobby day for what's called the Illinois Municipal League. It's a statewide organization made up of mainly small towns. But we went to lobby mostly on, you know, kind of a defined set of issues, but we always wrote in our own special projects that relate to Forest Park. It's generally up to us to arrange our own legislators, and we were able to do that. And I want to thank my assistant, Megan, for her hard work in arranging those meetings. I know she was working up until the last day, and some of the details can be changed. So thank you, Megan. There'll be another chance to lobby at Springfield on May 7th. Is the drive down day for the West Central Municipal Conference. I know it's hard to take time off of work. It's hard to take time away from families. But if you're available, think about making that trip. And then also, you know, while we're down there and during our networking, I've had the chance to meet with many other mayors, to talk to many other local officials. And I'm hearing more and more about the value of organizations like National League of Cities, or even the U.S. Conference of Mayors. Traditionally, Forest Park hasn't participated in those organizations. It doesn't mean that we should consider it. So commissioners may get on those websites and project out some days. I'm talking 4 months, 5 months in advance. What I am hearing consistently from our peers in other towns, during the National League of Cities, is that there's a lot of grant money available. You know, through those meetings, and that working as well. That's more on the foundation side of things. And I think it could be useful for Forest Park. And along that same vein, I spent today a lunch meeting with what's called C4. You know, we all heard of C4. We're also going to be in the Climate Collaborative. 11 mayors were there today. The Net Zero Open Park District building on Madison Street. And that organization is kind of finding its way. C4 has brought in over $1 million worth of grants to its members. They'll be issuing a survey to all the towns where you can specifically lay out some of your priorities in terms of sustainability projects, and then C4 will assign its staff to work with the individual towns. I think that would be with us. I think what we've mainly done this first iteration of C4, it's mostly commissioners. I think to some extent we've looked at maybe park districts and wide. But what became clear is that in other communities, the school districts are actually getting a lot out of C4. one example, in Bellwood, Broadview, there was a grant that set up composting programs in the school. And so, you know, that's one example. They talked about working with school districts to get, you know, electric buses. I think our school district may have already made some progress there. But those are just some of the examples. I think there's a lot of potential if we're looking at our relationship with Singapore in terms of what we might get. And then that's really all of the report on tonight. So, Springfield, WCMC. I think there's a chance to further drive home some of our priorities. We did not get to meet with the Senate President, so hopefully that scheduled well in advance. And having concluded my report, the chair will entertain a motion to adjourn.
Yes, sir. Nero, make that motion.
Thank you, Commissioner Nero has made the motion. Is there a second?
I'll second.
It's been seconded by Commissioner Maxim. Madam Clerk.
Commissioner Maxim. Aye. Commissioner Nero.
Aye.
Commissioner Mellon-Rogovin. Aye. Commissioner Vogt.
Aye.
Mayor Hoskins.
Aye, we are adjourned.